in blue for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. What a wonderful world. What a wonderful world.
Yo, extended tribe, what's up? Today was number 3 of the permaculture design course here at Azula, the beautiful land here in the Alentejo province in Portugal. Today was it's getting a little bit boring, but today was another beautiful day, really awesome. We started the day obviously with a nice healthy breakfast, and after we went into the garden with Chris and Julie to plant some spring onions, to do some mulching, pull some weeds out, and make some edges around the garden beds with some of the rocks from the land here. So that's nice. Get your hands a little bit in the earth. There were many of us in the garden, so everybody had a little task, and we tried to swap it around a little bit. So that was nice to start the day off with. And after that, it was time to get back in the classroom. Brother Kyle enlightened us again with a lot of awesome permaculture knowledge. We started the day off with a really interesting subject called Deep Ecology. And I'd like to read a little quote from Rachel Carson about Deep Ecology. It says, the more clearly we can focus our attention on the wonders and realities of the universe around us, the less taste we shall have for destruction. And it's true, we live in a world filled with wonders, but quite often we're too busy to see them and focus on them. So I agree with this beautiful quote. If we focus more on the wonders of the universe around us, obviously we're less likely to do it harm, and more committed to protect and cherish it. So it was very interesting. We had some exercises where we discussed certain topics, and it's very interesting to think of your own personal journey and growth as a human, because I too was leading a life many years ago, and it was business as usual. You know about certain issues in the world, but what can you do about it, huh? Just by yourself. So you just keep on trucking, business as usual, and then the unraveling takes place. And for me personally, although I did know that there was quite a lot in the world that could be improved, my great unraveling came when I was living on Koh Tao and seeing the destruction of our human doing on this little island, and made me realize that this was like an earth in a nutshell, and that we're doing the same harm to the planet as in a bigger picture. So that was my unraveling, and then comes the great turning, where we make positive action towards change, or action towards positive change. And this happened for me when I finally took the time and the courage to go to a place like Panya and learn about these awesome things. And right now I'm here at Azula taking the permaculture design course, and it gets reignited again, the drive to make a positive change. So that was awesome. Deep Ecology. And after Deep Ecology, we had a lecture about systems and patterns. We talked about the many elements of systems in nature and the need to understand the nature of elements. And all these lectures are super interesting. You could talk, especially with Kyle and the classmates, about these kind of things for hours. And then after that, we talked about climate, about the sun, about the sun's angle, about rainfall, about low and high pressure systems, about mountains, distribution of land and water, climate zones. Really interesting, guys. Then we had a lecture about mapping. This was the least interesting of the day because it was a little bit how do you call it, conceptual. Today we didn't get to practice it. We will in the coming days go out and practice it. It's about mapping land. Could be a small garden, could be a huge piece of land, but the different ways to mapping it, from using Google Maps Pro or fancy software to just doing it with a paper and pen, drawing compass and these kind of things. So it was interesting, but it's going to be a lot more interesting to do it in real life. The coming days from now on, we're going to have more practical sessions to break down the day and to practice cool stuff. Right now the guys are doing a Capoeira session. Chris, one of the founders of Azula, is a super awesome guy, very active. He likes to do martial arts and capoeira, amongst many other things. The guy's really a jack of all trades. But he's giving capoeira classes right now, optional for the people who like to do this. And it's a lot of fun, man. It gives a great group dynamics. I think they're gonna probably be finished soon. And then it's dinner time. We eat beautiful food here. We're being taken care of really well. I don't know if you can see it, but behind me you can see the accommodation for the students. The dorm rooms are in these beautiful bell tents. I sleep at home with my family. I go home after dinner every night, but yeah, man, it's so far been a lot of fun. I must say, although I had a good night's sleep, I felt a lot better than yesterday. Today I felt full power. I did start dozing off a little bit in the afternoon, but during one of the breaks I had a nice coffee and a little swim in the lake here, and that was really nice. Woke me right up for that last push through the mapping lecture. So tomorrow I think we might have some lectures from Lola again. So for today, this was it. Hope to see you guys tomorrow again for another little update. But until then, have an awesome day.
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. What a wonderful world.